Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, so I have a little bit better idea how this one trades since I traded on Friday. But so far it's dumping. Huh. Should have punched it there. Why am I getting overly aggressive again? So I was trying to buy that micro dip there to see if we get continuation up through 230. It rejected hard. I should have bought it earlier. I was a little late to it. Okay, I'm gonna have to readjust how I trade this again because I'm repeating Friday. It sucks at that fail, but the market's been slow, so that's not surprising. You're gonna see that kind of action more often. Huh? Completely retraced. Hmm. That was like a 2 penny pop. I'm just trying to get. Wow. I got way too aggressive. Well, down 557 already. I mean, wow. Wow, this sums up. Wow, down 700. Hmm. Oh man. The money goes out quick with this one. It's literally the same thing that happened yesterday. Let's check out INDO. Kind of a big topping tail in there now. I'm kind of like wanting to like force. I'm trying to like wanting to make my money back on PRZO. Hmm. Even though it's a cheaper stock, I did lose. PRZO is coming back up. It's bottom wicking. I don't know. INDL looks like it's going to fade. I got to get back to PRZO. I'm going to go down to 2,700 shares. Like, look at that. But it pops like that, but you never can get filled. You know, and so my winners are, unfortunately, micro size. Looks like we might get a short squeeze here. He's going to take it. I know the style of stock. I know it, which bugs me that I'm struggling because I have traded this kind of stock before and done really well. But if you're struggling on this one, I am too. And like I said, there's going to be some puzzles that no matter how hard you try, you're going to struggle. So just dial back. This one is not easy. Come on, baby, give us something. I'm gonna dump it. It's like it's gotta go. This thing's a bear flag and it's struggling to go. It could still go, but I'm worried that we're gonna get a breakthrough $2 flat. There we got a nice little support. This thing's so tricky, man. I'm gonna wait for a drop. Right there. See if I can ride this up to 215. I saw that bid get eaten up, so I'm like, forget it. Uh-oh, did I see? No. This looks like this is coming through low. My gosh. See if we get a pinch here. It doesn't look like we're gonna. So if there's any other tickers out there that are moving, let me know. Right now, the next pattern I see is the support off at $2, but that could flush. Volume profile is not good. It's just not a good stock. I don't know. It's holding there, but see if we get a run up to 215 here. There we go. Okay, we got $500 there. Getting a little dialed in here. So from down 750 to up 500, that's about a $1,200 swing. I'm gonna wait for another little dip. See this up to 212. Okay, there was a nice pop there. So the buyers are starting to take it in. We could get a dip here. If we get a nice dip, I'll buy that at 213. Now I feel a little bit more dialed in on this one. It's extended now, but we still have 230 as a target. We got a 5-minute engulfing candle. 5-minute, repeat, 5-minute engulfing candle. For the members that were in that class where we talked about reversal indicators. I shouldn't have been buying so freaking high. Flush. I should have known better. I thought there was a chance that this thing could rip. Good thing I cut it. So again, an experienced trader would have held it. They would have been like, "That's I don't want to lose money on that trade," and then they would get caught in that and they lose everything, and then they would be wondering why they're not profitable and they'd be frustrated. Experienced trader would just take the loss, understanding he bought pretty high, and he would just take it. So I took a $200 loss there, but it could have been way worse. I had no choice. I took the trade. and I regretted it almost instantly. And I was like, well, I have to get out. So I'm a little bummed out. I should have maybe held this trade. It just felt right. I timed it perfectly. 2 bar pullback. This push right here confirmed buyers were stopping shorts from taking it lower. Shorts should have taken it here. They failed, so the direction changed on them. And then when we had this pattern here, I thought it looked really good, and I sold pretty early. Could have captured an extra couple grand if I theoretically had I held. But again, the strategy that I have taught and is to take the profit when you got it pretty quickly. When in doubt, sell. Good morning, Judah. So this could be an all-day fade here now. Just like that, this thing could be out of play. It's below VWAP now. That could be the end of that. So, unfortunately, it's too bad, but shoot. I'm gonna try to get out of this. I gotta cut it. That was a bad trade. I thought we could get a reversal there. That wipes away $400. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes green. So I had 2 grand, about 500 off my highs. I think the only thing I'm frustrated about that last trade is I just didn't take a loss. I didn't want to, so I allowed it to grow into a much bigger loss. I got a little stubborn on it. So I got 550, 1550. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's a little bigger loss than I wanted. I mean, I like this ticker. Like, I want this to come back alive. Looks like I could have got out there. Yeah. I couldn't. Couldn't hold it. We'll watch it. We'll go. We'll do. We'll look to see if we get some bottoming tails here on this one. M Tech. It's $1.26. I told myself I wouldn't trade those stocks anymore, so I'm not gonna. INDO, not enough volume. BDTX. We got to call out for BDTX. Definitely a light volume stock. I'm just going to sit on the sidelines with that one for now. So if I am going to make profit on this, I'm going to have to be aggressive at buying at the lows. And hopefully it doesn't sink lower. I have faith that this thing, buyers could step in, but I'm a little nervous. It's not an area I'd want to buy it here. It's fighting. It's a bear flag. It's fighting. The green team is fighting, but assuming the red team has been stronger overall, I just didn't trust it. And for whatever reason, the green team keeps pushing it. I just think they're going to get stopped out here. So, sort of my idea would be a double bottom at 181. I'm trying to think like, okay, do I want to take it with 13,000 shares or do I want to take it with 4,000? If I take it with 13,000 shares, I could potentially have a nice win. I could get myself up to 2,500 on the day. Take it with 4,000, I could just get back up to 16, 17, 1,800. I don't mind this ticker, but you can't help to recognize that the red team is the winning team. And didn't really hold there. We'll have to watch this. Took 9,000 shares. I already kind of regret it. I would like to have seen that pop a little harder. Yeah, it worked as I expected it to. That's frustrating, but That's that's a bit frustrating. I had to wait for another opportunity. I had I had the right idea on that, just didn't trust it. That was to me one of the cleaner patterns is there. 1570. Mm, that pattern there, I should have held. That could have been the $1,300 win. Trading with fear is good, but also it can make you miss. I got half a penny on that. Try to reset for another pullback. It's trying to go higher here. I think this 1 minute candle here, because it's a topping tail and it looks kind of ugly, I think it's hurting the pattern. It's a micro 1 minute pullback, 1 bar pullback. But it's not a clean one by any means. It's not clean at all. So I missed the better pattern. I don't know if I could get any leftover dips here. We got 35 likes already. Appreciate it. I think for class today members, we're going to talk about time and sales a little bit, level 2. If you would like, oh shoot, it's going. If you guys are considering getting the full package membership to see the classes, please do so that sooner than later, because we are going to be changing up the pricing for the classes, and people who buy it now will be given a coupon code, an extreme coupon code for when things change. So you may want to consider getting it now. Paris is infested with bed bugs, huh? Okay, so at this point, I don't know. I missed a good portion of the quality moves. For some reason, buyers are holding it here, but struggling. I don't like it. It's too extended. Need a pullback. Need a pullback. 5-minute bear flag here. Just waiting on this one. Patience. Patience. The sellers could drop this. It's a 5-minute bear flag. Trying to hold for one more pop. Shorts are somewhat pinched on this. Looking for this to go green. Didn't like that. I didn't like how it rejected there. It still looks decent, but it's fighting there. We're grinding up. So yesterday this thing just sold off and kept selling off, and patterns repeat themselves, but they also don't. And so they flip-flop. So things can kind of shorts can be like, okay, well, this one sold off yesterday really hard. I'm looking for this up to $2 a share. I think we could get it. I'm not going to add to it here. But we're at that point where short sellers will have to get stopped out if it continues higher. Watching the bid at 94. I want this up to 198. And ideally the break of 198. Break of 198 ideally. I'll take it at 97, I guess. Could keep going here. There it is. There's two. Careful up here. Uh-oh. Could get another squeeze on this thing yet. Too much selling pressure. What? It's too extended now. It's too risky. Oh man, that's too bad. Should have held it. We could get it. We could get a massive squeeze here. I'm only getting in for short periods. Gotta cut it. I don't know why I'm buying so high. Wow, back to 872. Okay. I'm gonna stay out of it, I think. It's a little frustrating. I gave back everything. I want to see this up to 230. Possible high day pinch. High day break. There it is. Should have been in big size. Wow. So market's a lot nicer today with this one. I go down to 2,700 shares for scalps just because this thing could flush here. Cutting it. One more big pop. Risky here. I don't trust it up here. Don't trust it up there. I'll just wait for a pullback. 44 likes already. Appreciate it. Ah, gotta cut it. I shouldn't have bought it. See this up to 240. I don't like the way that rejected kind of like that. Should have held it. Should have held it. Obviously. But again, trusting my gut. This could come up to 250. I'll take that micro dip. I don't like how the ask was building there. Shorts that thought it was going to go short there might get pinched here. That could give us the. That's not good. I'm gonna take it out. When you see a drop like that and it comes back quickly, 9 times out of 10, I just get out. Probably gonna drop here. Ask was building. I gotta cut it. That's a bigger loss. Son of a pistol. It's not a surprise really. We just have such a big bid there, but I think bid's gonna break. I don't know. It looks like it needs to come down. Maybe should have held it there. Yep, I should have. Over 240 is sort of the target on this. Yeah. Only $200. 241. Oh, flush, yeah. This thing's a flusher. So he was asking, how do you predict flushes? Well, if it flushes once, you already got to start anticipating that it can flush again. And we're going to talk about that in classes today. Now, if it doesn't flush here, then the shorts that went short there hard might get stopped out. I'm going to take a stab here, see if we stop them out. Because if they went short there hard, that means there's a lot of people short here. And if this starts to go against them, they will mark it out. Yep, here they go. Here their stop losses starting to hit. One more push. One more push. No, 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 no. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Really get these short sellers to mark it out. Yeah, it's we tried. It was there on the micro scale. It was there. But the 5 minutes still good. The stock is still good. We're still looking for a breakthrough 248, which I think will happen. The vibe is telling me high probability of a 248 push / maybe a break. Breakthrough 248. I'm trying to hold for it. Hopefully no flush. My stop is break even. I have to cut it. It went to break even. Even though it might still go, I had to cut it. But it's holding now. Could be a flush here. Flush warning. This could be enough to get us through high day. I'm going to try to hold for a break at high day because it could be a big spike. Yep, high day break. Trying to hold for the high day break. I'm just going to cut it there. I would like to have already seen it. I don't want to be stuck in a flush. Maybe the wrong decision. Still with 248 still in mind. Seeing if we get a little dip here. We got the next 5 minute candle starting soon. I would say the chances of this going through 248 is pretty high. I don't want to miss it. Nah, I shouldn't have got out there. I'll jump in late. We're kind of like right at the cusp of a 1 minute pullback, but we're also right on the cusp of a breakthrough high day. Here we go. Break a high day. Come on. I got to cut it. That could be a flush. Oh, I got to get out. That could be a double top. Frick. Getting kind of chopped up here. This could be a flush. That's too bad. Here, we could get a run here. Nope. I shouldn't have even tried. Gosh darn it. Did not get the break through 248. We did a double top. Very unfortunate. Could still get it, but it's going to be a lot of bulls I have to mark it out. All down is 192. Hopefully no flush. Might be able to get a dip off at 230. Should have held it. Should have taken bigger size. Ah, wow. Brutal. Brutal. It's wanting that high day break at 248. It looks very possible. Kind of waiting for this thing to dip down again. Gotta cut it. Gotta cut it. Gotta cut it. Ah, frick. It's struggling. We're not seeing the green on the tape rip as much. Could go green here. Wouldn't surprise me. It just seems like volume just sort of died there, which is not what you want to see when we're extended from 195 to 240. It's a little too risky. So this thing's starting to roll over. I think it would be wise to size down. That ended up being a double bottom on the 1 minute. Gotta cut it. That's a stupid trade. I think it's coming down here. 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 I think it's coming down here Uh-oh. Wow, giving me bad feels. I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of this one and just lighter volume. Feels a little goofy. The pattern is there, so if it goes, it goes. It's going. Probably a flush here though. I don't know. It's getting a little lethargic. I think after this failed here, this is just becoming a little bit less interesting. Buyers are fighting here. Risky, but could reverse up to 240. Uh, I, I, I'm not so sure about it. It's getting a little choppy. It's a little tug of war going on here. I don't mind the look of it, but it's not something I'm like jumping up and down for. This could be a flush here. Gotta just take it. I don't know why I bought it. I shouldn't be buying high up here. It's just not. It's not feeling right. So I don't know. I thought we'd see over 248 too, but I'm getting more and more sketched out. I'm getting more and more sketched out. the range on it's getting a little tight. I think the flush risk on this has gone up a little bit. We're killing it with 63 likes. I don't like it. There's a lot of pent up energy, and I feel like it's going to end up going down hard. Or at least I feel like the risk of that happening is higher than what I would accept. Now, what it could do is drop and then immediately bottoming tail and then rip through 248. It looks like that's kind of what it wants to do. That was a nice little retracement there. This feels a little bit like higher volume, a little bit. I'll take it there, break even. This looks like it could go here. Here we go. Let's see if we get the high day break here. Might be a flush. I'm taking that as a possible flush. So how do you time flushes? You can't know for sure when they happen, but if you get a pop like that, immediately comes back. But it held there. But it's still a flush risk. Volume's coming in, so shorts might get worried here. Could be a flush here. This could be a flush. Could be a flush. Next candle could go green. I'm going to take a stab here. I'll take the $90. I didn't even get 90. I think I got 80. Yeah, it's definitely a 5-minute bull flag. So that's why we're trying to time the 248 break. Although we're understanding that this thing is a flusher. So any flush should not be of any surprise to anybody at this point. You got to be very careful. Especially because it's taken this long. It's taken this long, so bulls could be running out of energy, and shorts are getting more confident to dump or to load up on the pops. So the rhythm can change quickly. But yeah, still a lot of potential here. Because if it is being suppressed here for a long time and eventually we do break 248, we could see a quick snap to 260 as short sellers mark it out. So it could be setting up for a nice big snap, but As it is now, it's I'm gonna cut it. Yeah, maybe should have held it, but just with how much green was running into that hidden cellar, I was like, okay, we have a hidden cellar. I gotta cut it. So that could be the end of this one. Oh, bottoming tail. It's very shaky, so I'm nervous of a flush. But we also have a huge potential of high day break here. We have a huge bottoming tail. Trying to hold my last bit. I'm just gonna sell the last bit there. Ended up being pretty weak. That should have already ripped through high day. So that might fail here. So that was a tricky one because that's too bad that did not get as good as fills as I wanted to on that. I thought that would have been a good spot for a high day pinch because we had shorts kind of backs against the wall on the cusp of a reverse flush. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. So I don't think I would have predicted that big of a drop, but that could be the end. This is going to be maybe a halt down here. I don't think I would buy that for a dip. I think this could be halting down here. I think this might be coming below 181. So I predicted that. I just felt that, and I was commenting on that, how I just feel like this is a huge flush risk with how it's just consolidating up here for so long. And again, it's good that you guys are here to see this, so you guys can kind of have this in your library of stocks and in your memory. So if you kind of see something like this where it's just like chopping and chopping and chopping and chopping, but slowly grinding up, you're at risk for a flush. Now that on the inverse, if you put this pattern on the inverse, same thing, you'll be looking for a big pop. So you'll over time you'll get better at recognizing pent up energy and then sort of, no way of predicting for sure what's going to happen next, but understanding, okay, what's the risk? This thing's consolidating. There's a clear support line. We have a bull flag that is starting to fail because it was a 5-minute bull flag. But when bull flags or bear flags fail, they can fail potentially in a catastrophic way as stop losses get hit. And this flush was not just shorts slamming it. It was a good portion of buyers who had stop losses that just hit, and it was a snowball. Could be getting a dip off 195. Looking for a move up to 208. Oh, 195, I meant. Looking for a move to 208. Starting to sell there. I'll pull that order, see if it helps. I'm just going to cut it. That ask was building. So although I had 208 in mind, I also was I also was willing to take it early if it was going slow, but here it is at 203, 204. Zilch, good morning, Fofana. Yeah, I've been stuck in those plenty of times too. A little rite of passage. Hopefully, you can recover from it. And, you know, now your job today is to, you know, dare I say, get over it. But that will happen once in a while. So I guess your challenge today is to not revenge trade, to not dig your heels in. For every action, there's a reaction. So this is the reaction. The action was a huge